Gucci, you got some explaining to do.
That's not roasting. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Hey beautiful, what do you know? I am back with another video. In today's video, I am going to be finally trying out this Gucci foundation. Ultimately doing a wear test. And so I recently shared that I finally purchased the Gucci foundation. I know that it's nothing new and it's been out for some time, but it's new for me. And I finally got up the nerve to purchase it and give it a shot. And so originally I heard several good things about the foundation until recently I finally heard some people having some things to say, some negative things to say. Just pretty much that it didn't work out so great for them. And so, of course, I just wanted to see what the hype was about. Shoot, it has like a 3.9, 4.9 or whatever, almost like 5 stars on Sephora and both the Gucci website. So I'm curious to see if it's really worth the coins. And so, Gucci, you got some explaining to do. So if you're curious to see, if you want to see what it gives and you want to see if it works for us deep mature combination skin girls, then keep on watching. And so, of course, here is the foundation. Here is the bottle. Very beautiful bottle. The gold finishing is gorgeous. It is $68. It's great for, from the description that I was reading, it's great for people with issues with pores. It's supposed to give a skin-like, natural-like finish. So I'm curious to see if that's what it's going to give. It is supposed to be, from what I read, good for all skin types. It showed oily, showed combination, showed normal skin. I am a combination to normal skin. The color that I got was a medium deep, a 460 neutral. I think this would probably have been the best to work for me. But as I'm squirting it out, it looks a little too neutral. There is a smell to it, like a floral-like smell that I don't particularly care for, because the older that I'm getting, I am in my, and I hate to say late 30s, but go ahead, let's just say 30s. I'm 37. And I feel like the older that I've gotten, the more my skin has changed. And I know I've talked to a lot of people that are roughly my age and they've felt the same way too. So I've already sprayed my face with, primed my face. Let me get a mirror. Okay, so I've already primed my face. The primer has sat just for a little bit. I'm just making, because I just had to get up and look for my mirror and some of this is gone already. Maybe I already put some of here on here. Okay, and just looking at it on my wrist, it looks, I don't know if it's too light or if it's too neutral. It looks a little too light and a little too neutral, so I probably could have gone a little darker. And I'm curious to see if it oxidizes. And you know, you can never really tell sometimes until you put on the entire look. That's where the rest of this went. Y'all, I'm rushing because I have a couple of things to do today. Work, right? We got work. I don't know if I care for the color. I probably could have gotten another color. It just looks too neutral. This looks too neutral. Maybe I could have gone down a little bit. And I feel like pores is something that I've been, now that I'm looking at it, it's a little too neutral. I was very interested in trying this because of the shade range, the natural finish. Way too neutral. I don't even want to really go out like this, but I got some errands to run. I don't know if you've tried this, if you're one of the folks here in this community who said it didn't work for you. I'm curious to know if it was the shading that didn't really quite work, or if it was like something with the formula. Because with this shade right here, I feel like the neutral is too neutral. But we're gonna try to make it work. And we can't abandon the mission, not yet. But so far the smell, I don't care for the smell. With my skin becoming sensitive, more sensitive these days, I think the smell is something that I can like do away, like I don't care for. Which is interesting because a lot of products that I've been seeing these days that cater to women with more mature skin typically don't have a smell.
Don't take it personal, I ain't lying, I ain't hiding, I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying prayed up, meditating and taking time away. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in, yeah. You got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be.
Maybe I did a little too much. We're gonna let her dry. I probably went in a little too heavy with the setting spray, but I need to run before I'm late for my waxing appointment. A girl's gotta get waxed. I just wanted to check in. I think we're roughly going into 2 hours of having this foundation on, and so far the shade is like a no for me. Definitely too neutral, and it's, I guess because it's not my shade, it's not giving skin for me, but yeah, here we are. So far, is it worth the $68? It's other stuff out there that's I don't know, but we're still gonna roll out with this word test. Okay, so it is the end of the day, and it is roughly about 10 o'clock. Told you guys that I would report back on this Gucci foundation, and while it did last all day, I think my biggest issue was the color. I don't think it was a match, and throughout the day, because I applied this roughly around 12, but throughout the day, I feel like it became more noticeable that it wasn't a match. But it really does stay on all day. The finish I feel like is pretty, but I don't feel like it's hydrating enough for me. But I think it would be a great foundation if it was perhaps my color. And so with all of that being said, for the price, I feel like there's foundations out there that does better. It's not as hydrating as I would like for it to be, especially as a 30-something-year-old woman. I need a little hydration in my skin. Give me a little dew. And you know what? Maybe it's not really a matte formula, but maybe it will work for a little Florida girl like me sometime in the summer. It's just the pricing for it not to give something like immaculate like my Dior gives. I want to say that it's worth it. So Gucci, you really got some explaining to do. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for just watching. If you've tried this foundation, go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you're watching and you are one of the ones who had a bad experience, let me know if your experience was a little similar to mine. I wouldn't say that mine was a bad experience. It's just an experience I didn't really care for. There was nothing like uber amazing. And I feel like if I went down a neutral, that it would be too dark. And so while they have a large shade range and their darkest shade goes dark, I just feel like there's some in-between shades that they might be missing to be able to complement a woman like myself. And so if you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. As I always like to say, if we vibe, go ahead and subscribe, join the community, and make sure you never miss a beat. And until the next video,